What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. I tried to do this video in the house, but my daughter is being bad as hell, so I had to come out to the whip and do what I gotta do. But check this out, y'all. I made part one already about this whole situation that happened at the Bayside Mall in Miami. Like I said, I'm probably going to be making a part two and a part three. This is part two. Might even get longer than that because there's a lot of content out there. But for part two, for this video, this is going to be about a guy named Fitz, okay? Apparently, this dude he goes by a guy named Fitz on TikTok anyway. His name's Fitz, but he goes by a guy named Fitz, was a witness at the Bayside Mall when this whole incident went down, when these aliens supposedly or allegedly popped up out of this portal and started walking around or whatever. So I guess this guy named Fitz was there and allegedly got some footage, and the feds have been on his ass, man. They've been looking for this dude, and supposedly he's missing now. Nobody can find him. The feds are looking for him, and it's just a big mess, man. So for this video, we are going to dig deeper into this guy named Fitz. All right, let's go ahead and check the video out.
My name is Fitz. I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, and our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blankie, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens.
And what were they?
I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. It looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, I was about 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly observing us. It was sentient, right? Or whatever. I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, it started almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother immediately said, yo, let's go. He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's saying, where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because when when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And
I think anybody
I don't
would.
care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. You know, it's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so that, you know, we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And, you know, obviously, like, we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, you know, a cop stopped us. You know, they took us a little to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. You know, they wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, you know, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking. And it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, you know, that it was just interesting, the police response, because there was a whole bunch of them. This ain't for no teenagers. No, this was for something way bigger. And it almost seemed like the cops had like a already made strategy for it, because they surrounded one of the beings with like all their police cars. They blared it up even louder because you could hear that it was louder. Maybe as an attempt to like distract it or let it know like, hey, you don't belong here, right? And you know, they were trying to like slowly move alongside with it. But I didn't see anything else after that, because me and my family, we got out of there. We went into our car. We went home. Because, you know, we had our nephew with us, and we went to make sure, like, you know, he was okay. So I'm still kind of like processing everything. Like, it's weird, but at the same time, I'm glad that we weren't alone in seeing it, because like it was a whole bunch of us that saw it. And it feels kind of like, you know, you're part of something like really big. But at the same time, it's confusing, because like you want to kind of like show people. Like, I wish I took a video, man, like, because people are gonna probably think I'm crazy, right? But yeah, I'm left with more questions. Like, we were all kind of left with more questions than anything else. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's aliens. I know everybody's saying it's aliens. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I saw something come in through like a weird glitchy, maybe a portal or whatever. And it was like they were pretty tall. You could see some features of it. They were very dark, like and shiny, but I can't tell if it was like a wet shiny or like a metallic shiny.
This guy's supposedly missing now.
And yeah, and you know, long limbs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, long limbs, long fingers. They were definitely humanoid in shape, and shadowy. But maybe that shadowiness was like from a glitch or whatever. like whatever cloaking maybe they had like fell off. But yeah, it felt like something was coming into our world or whatever. Like a fucking Stranger Things episode. But,
Good evening, America. Tonight, we address a story that has been clouded in secrecy. We've attempted multiple times to bring you details about an ongoing federal investigation involving a New York resident named Fitz. However, the Pentagon and the Department of Homeland Security have denied us permission to report in full.
Of course.
What we can confirm is that Fitz was present at the Bayside Marketplace on January 1st, where he allegedly witnessed something classified.
So he was there.
He captured footage of the event, and that footage, we are told, is of critical importance. As a result, he's missing, his whereabouts unknown, following weeks of surveillance and federal interest. The government has refused to release any further information, and we are being warned not to press deeper. But the American people have the right to know why a citizen, an ordinary witness, has disappeared.
That's
What is
right.
the government hiding? We will continue to push for answers despite the barriers we face. This is about more than one man. It's about transparency and accountability. Thank you for joining us. We will keep you informed as this story develops.
Crazy.
I want to address a situation that directly impacts your safety and the ongoing security of our city. The individual known as Fitz, involved in the Bayside
Involved.
is under federal
He was a witness.
investigation.
Wasn't involved.
Right now, federal authorities are actively pursuing him. I need to be very clear. If you see or hear his name or come across his content on social media, do not engage. Following or sharing anything from this individual, especially under his TikTok username, guy named Fitz, could put you in legal jeopardy.
Oh, is that right?
We're talking about serious consequences here.
Bring it.
Anyone found aiding him, sharing his posts,
Wow.
or associating with him in any capacity on any platform could face legal action.
Shut up.
Around.
That's crazy, man.
Law enforcement takes this very seriously. Social media, particularly platforms like TikTok, have become hotspots for misinformation and unauthorized content. In the past, these platforms worked closely with law enforcement to protect the public. Now, with people like Fitz posting classified material, your freedoms are being put at risk.
What a joke, you guys. This is a joke, man.
It's about national security. Let me be crystal clear. Interacting with Fitz's content or spreading what he's trying to release will put you in direct conflict with federal law.
Wow.
The footage he has is part of a classified investigation, and sharing or viewing it could have serious legal implications. I can't
This is crazy, y'all.
But I'm telling you, stay away. If you see him, if you come across his account, contact the authorities.
Yeah, I'm on it.
This is not a game. New York, we have laws in place for a reason. Don't make the mistake of thinking this is harmless. Stay far away from Fitz, and trust me, if you follow him, you're going to
A lot of
regret it.
witnesses who were there
You're gonna
claim
regret it.
Police deleted the footage from their phone.
yeah, there were a lot of people there. You know, that's true. They, you know, people had their phones taken away and video files deleted, us included. But what made our situation a little bit different is that I do have footage. And I didn't take it on a smartphone.
Didn't you say you didn't have footage?
And,
Now you got footage?
you know, since we've already given some of the footage to the people we gave our story to, you know, a lot of people don't really know me like that, and I get it. But I'm kind of like a 90s guy. And I like collecting retro things from the 90s. Like, for example, I still have a flip phone.
Flip phone?
like, that I
You got a
carry
pager
around
too
on
there,
me,
buddy?
pretty often. And yeah, and whenever I go on vacations with my family, I do take a VHS camcorder.
What?
And that night,
Is this
when
guy
everyone was
kidding
getting
me? What?
phones confiscated and files deleted,
A VHS,
nobody
really?
noticed that I had a VHS camcorder. Like
nobody happened to notice a
no one
big ass
even
VHS
suspects someone
camcorder?
of having a VHS camcorder.
That don't make no sense. Things are huge.
They weren't paying attention.
They just weren't paying attention, huh?
And so, yeah, I have the footage here. Yeah, it's a family.
To a highly sensitive matter involving an individual known as Fitz, who is currently in possession of footage classified at the highest federal levels. Due to the critical nature of this material, no further details will be disclosed at this time. We will not entertain any questions regarding the Bayside incident in Miami on January 1st, nor will we address any inquiries about the individual known as Fitz. Both the footage and the incident are part of an ongoing investigation under strict federal oversight. Be advised, any attempt to release or disseminate this footage by any journalist, media team, or individual will result in immediate and severe legal action, including arrest and prosecution. The release of this classified material will be considered a direct violation of federal law and will result in imprisonment. This is not a matter to be taken lightly. We strongly urge all media outlets to refrain from any attempt to publicize this footage or related information. Further updates will be provided only when deemed appropriate.
The individual named Fitz.
That's crazy.
My testimony will touch on this matter, and I've been asked to approach with extreme caution.
I'm sure.
The incident at the Bayside Marketplace in Miami on January 1st is currently classified, and I've been instructed to refrain from divulging certain details due to the ongoing nature of the investigation. However, in the interest of transparency, I will provide what little information I am authorized to share.
Probably nothing.
A New York resident we will be referring to as Fitz was indeed present at the Bayside Marketplace on the night of the incident. The DOD has confirmed that Fitz may have witnessed something classified. Reports indicate that this individual captured footage of the event in question, footage that, as of now,
so it sounds like
remains
he
classified
did, in fact,
and has not been retrieved
I don't know what he was
by the
talking
federal
about on that
government.
first
This
interview.
footage, if revealed, could have profound implications, not only for national security, but for how we understand these events. The American people are not aware, but due to government protocols, we have never had a situation where a civilian has had footage of this kind in their possession and has not been retrieved by the Department of Homeland Security. In past incidents, our procedures would normally resolve situations like this in a rapid time frame. There is a first time for everything. Now, as I'm sure you understand, I must emphasize that Fitz has been deemed an enemy of the state.
Wow.
This
An enemy of the state, y'all,
stems
for
not
being a
from
witness.
any malicious action on his part, but due to
That's
the sensitive
insane.
nature of what he witnessed and the material he is believed to possess. Let me be clear. Fitz is not the only person of interest in this matter, but his involvement has made him
His
focus
involvement.
of ongoing
Why do they keep saying his
federal
involvement?
operations. I would strongly advise everyone in this room and beyond to exercise caution in the questions they ask and the assumptions they make. This is an active investigation, and any attempt to push for classified details could not only jeopardize the integrity of the case, but also risk exposing highly sensitive information that our government is working diligently to control.
Keep under wraps.
We are treading on dangerous ground here. The Bayside incident, like the Nimitz encounter, touches on matters far beyond what we're ready to discuss publicly. And while I understand the desire for transparency, there are certain things we simply cannot divulge at this time.
Yeah,
The safety of our citizens and the stability of our national security depend on our discretion. That is all I am at liberty to share today. We will not be discussing this
That's
further.
crazy, right? You know what's crazy to me is you can become an enemy of the state by being a witness to something, by being an accidental witness, you know, and all of a sudden you're the feds' worst enemy. You know, that's crazy, man. You know what's kind of funny to me though, guys, is that I went on this cat's TikTok, this guy named Fitz's TikTok, right? And I noticed that all his content on his TikTok, he didn't have anything before this whole Bayside incident. And the only thing that's really, the only kind of content that's on his page is all about the Bayside incident. So I found that a little bit fishy, right? And then also, you know, on his first interview, he says he didn't get any footage. And then all of a sudden, he comes out with another interview. Oh yeah, I did get footage. And there's other interviews out there too where some things are a little bit fishy, you know. But overall, it does seem like this incident did happen. Aliens did in fact pop up in the mall. A portal might have opened up, and the media and the government are trying to keep it under wraps, and pretty much tell a story that some kids were fighting and a fight broke out and some fireworks went off or whatever, and that's the reason why there was 380 cop cars there. The Miami Police Department did in fact send every single police unit they had that day to that mall, and that's unheard of. You never hear of the whole police force going to one place, you know. That's unheard of. They didn't even do that when President Donald Trump almost got assassinated, you know what I mean? They didn't even come that deep, you know. So I think something definitely did happen. Apparently, this guy named Fitz is now missing. You know, the feds were on his ass. They were looking for him. Now he's nowhere to be found. Nobody knows if the feds actually picked him up already or if he got disappeared on purpose or what's going on with him. Nobody's really heard of this cat in a while. You know, he's been missing. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, man. This is one crazy story. I'm going to be covering this some more. As soon as some new stuff comes out, I will for sure make another video and inform you guys on this whole situation. Do me a favor, if you guys watch this whole video, if you guys think this shit is just as crazy as I think it is, smash that like button for me. If you guys enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button for me. I'll catch you guys on the next video.